Hi guys, today we're trying Beluga, the Persian kitchen and grill. I've heard great things about this place, so I'm really excited. Let's go in. Today we're having a variety of starters. We've ordered the mixed starter, which is 5 choices of either hot and cold, and also a mixed grill for 2, which comes with a skewer of minced lamb, a skewer of minced chicken, a skewer of lamb chop, a skewer of chicken wings, another skewer of diced chicken fillet. We're also ordering, I'm going to try and pronounce this properly, Gheimeh Bademjan, which is a pan-fried aubergine and tomato sauce with dal diced lamb and sun-dried lime. Sounds delicious. We're gonna be stuffed after this. We ordered a traditional yogurt drink that has a little bit of mint on top. It's very refreshing. If you've ever had lassi, it's very similar. You do get the hints of the mint and you do get the hints of the yogurt. The yogurt does come across quite nicely, even though there's a lot of salt in there. So the mixed starters have arrived. We have 2 sides here of aubergine-based dishes, one that is more with fried onion, and the other with more tomato-based with an egg on top. On the side, we have a yogurt with shallots and hummus, which is also made here. A traditional Persian salad with tomato, cucumber, red onion, and mint on top. Accompanied with naan bread, which is called lavash, and it's made fresh here as well. So all of this food, fresh from the kitchen, ready for us to enjoy. I'm gonna take a piece of this lovely lavash, which it reminds me a bit of naan. Oh, it's nice. I like the texture. I have a little bit of the yogurt. This is really good, by the way. It's very fresh. It pairs really well with the bread. It tastes a lot like yogurt, but the shallots is giving it almost a taste like cheese. It's very delicious. I could dip into that all the time with the bread. It's fantastic. Now I'm going to try the tomato-based aubergine side dish. Ooh, I would like to try a little bit of egg. There we are. Look at that. Look at that egg. Looks great. It's about to get a little bit messy. You can really taste the aubergine and the tomato, and that's the 2 main flavors you get. When you mix it with the egg, it adds another layer of flavor. Also, without the egg, it's equally as good. It's just perfectly seasoned, so you get the right flavors coming across. You can tell that aubergine has been on a grill for a while, that it has absorbed the kind of the flavor of the smoke from the fire, and it's fantastic. I'm going for the hummus. Hey, we all know hummus, right? You know, the staff told me before I tried this hummus that there was something special about it, that they made it here. There's a lot in there. I can taste olive oil. I can taste the sort of little bits of sesame that they've added, and it all comes together very, very nicely. Some of the best hummus I've ever had in my life. All right, let's give this a go. Kash Bademjan. Wait, where the other one was smoky, this one is a little bit more sour. And the aubergine comes across even more so. Obviously the smokiness, you taste the smoke mostly, but it complements really well with a bit of a soury aubergine flavor. It's just a great combination. So I'm about to try the Shirazi salad. Just gonna have it on its own, just to really appreciate the flavor before I start mixing it up with everything else. I love lemony flavors. That's a personal taste of mine. This is very lemony, and I really, really like it. It also makes it very refreshing, and I love the onion, I love the tomato. I can see how it would pair really well with everything else on the dish. Fantastic salad. The restaurant was really kind in bringing us this dish called Zeytun Barbarde. It is a northern Iranian dish, and it has olives marinated in pomegranate and walnuts, which is really unusual. So I'm gonna be giving that a go next. More food. We even haven't had a chance to really go through the Seitung Parvarda because the rest of the food just arrived as well. If you look at all the colors, it's amazing. You got the chicken, you got the lamb, you've got the stew has now arrived, the beautiful rice, the presentation of the rice is amazing, and a nice refreshing salad on the side as well. So I'm gonna try the Seitung Parvarda, but as I mentioned before, olives with pomegranate and walnut. I'm a big fan of olives, and I think olives are amazing, having grown up in Spain for a part of my life. But I've never tried something that, tries to elevate the olive any further, because the olive has such a strong flavor. There is a little bit of hint of sweetness, a little bit of hint of that earthiness from the walnut. Just elevates it a little bit more, and it's incredible. Since I'm gonna have rice with everything here, I'm gonna try the rice first. I'll tell you all about it. The yellowness that you can see in the rice is actually the saffron. The saffron does give it a really nice taste, and I love the smell. They also brought some butter that we can mix in to make it more buttery. Oh, look at that melt right through. I love a good bit of butter in my rice. Excellent. This is the stew. We've got aubergine, dried lime, also contains lamb dal. So if you haven't had dal before, it is basically a stew made of lentils. There's so many different ingredients in this stew. Oh, that lamb and that dal is beautiful. You can tell that they've slow cooked that lamb and then added it into the dal, and it's a pair made in heaven. Fantastic. I'm going to try it now with the aubergine because I want to see kind of how that gives it a different flavor. Yeah, it immediately became a little bit more acidy. I actually accidentally took a little bit of that lime. I can really taste the lime, but it doesn't take away from the lamb at all. It's fantastic. So we're going to try the main thing now, the grill. We've got chicken wings, minced chicken, marinated chicken with lime and saffron. We have lamb chops and this skewered lamb as well. Also the grilled tomatoes, accompanied by some lime if you want to add some, but I'm also being told not to overpower it with lime. But we also have something that I've never tried before, which is this spice over here, and it's called sumac. I've been told that it helps with kind of digesting the food so that you don't feel bad later, so that the stomach doesn't feel overpowered. But to not take away from the meat, don't add too much on it. I'll be adding a little bit. Nicely grilled chicken wing. On the outside it's crispy, on the inside it's nice and tender. They're really good. Now I'm going to try the minced chicken. I almost want to accompany it with all the stuff around it, but I'll just try it on its own first. Yeah, great minced chicken. Now onto the marinated chicken. This has a bit of a tangy flavor to it. The marinade isn't very strong or pungent, so it doesn't take away from the chicken flavor at all. But I would say it's again similar to what we just tried with the mince. I would see it as a very good dish to pair with everything else that is here. I would love to have it with a bit of yogurt, or with salad, or with hummus, or a little bit of rice. It's just a fantastic pairing with everything else. Now onto the lamb chops. Ah, look at that.
You know what you guys are having?
I can taste the lime and the saffron. The marinade comes across, but again, good lamb as well. And it's been cooked with love. So the next one we're going to try is called Cuisine. So if you go to a Persian restaurant, order Cuisine because it's the most traditional grill you're going to have. Ooh, look at that. Lovely. You know, I really like a good lamb chop, but this minced lamb has a lot more flavor. It just surrounds your entire mouth with that lamb flavor. Again, I can see it pairing really well with some more acidy flavors. That's why they put the tomato in there. That's why they put the lime, and you have the onions, because it goes really well with that lamb. My cameraman tells me that I should try some of this tomato with one of the meats, which I'm gonna go with the lamb, of course, because I loved it, this Cuisine, and a bit of rice. Okay, there's a lot going on in there. First of all, the tomato's amazing. The tomato, I almost wanted to have it on its own because it's grilled to perfection. They balance each other out in your mouth quite nicely, and then with the butter in the rice, it all pairs together amazingly. So we're about to have dessert, and the food was so good. I got so overexcited. I'm so full right now, but I'm gonna continue for you guys. It'll be all right. So we've ordered 2 desserts. One of them is saffron ice cream, which I've never tried before. And we have here a vermicelli rice noodles with sour cherry syrup, rose water, and lemon juice. Very excited about that combination of flavors. The vermicelli is great. It goes really well with the sort of syrupy, acidy taste of that lemon with the rose water and that sour cherry. The way I can describe it is that it's sour and sweet, perfectly balanced, with a hint of rose in the back of your mouth. So, saffron ice cream. When I have ice cream, I typically think about it being sweet, like very sweet, because of all the sugar and the milk. But this doesn't come across as overpoweringly sweet. This ice cream is very much strong with saffron, and you can taste the milkiness of it as well. It's very refreshing, very gentle, very soft, just as you expect from ice cream. But also that saffron gives it a very peculiar flavor. You would have to come and try it for yourself. Fantastic desserts. I'll just continue and eating this now, and we'll see you later. There you have it, guys. Beluga, Persian grill and restaurant. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and we'll see you next time.